If you're not a Nepo baby, is it possible to be successful in film and TV? I'm Hutch, I'm a producer and executive producer, and now I run a community full of independent film creators who are networking and collaborating and bringing amazing projects to market. You can find the link for that in my bio. But that was a question that I was asked in the community the other day. And to be honest, I've been thinking about it since I was asked. And obviously, I can't predict exactly what the next 10 years are going to look like. But here are some things that I am seeing that make me very, very positive about the future of certainly the independent film space. And indie film is where this question was asked, it was where it was directed towards. But let me just cover off the industry side of things, because I think the industry is going through a really, really interesting and difficult time. There will be a resurgence of content required, and that will mean a load more productions, and that will mean more work. But at the moment, certainly getting a job in the industry is incredibly difficult. And there's good data to show that the average age of people in employment in the film and TV industry is rising, because the people with the most experience get the jobs, and when jobs disappear, people disappear from the bottom of the industry first. But in the independent film space, there has never been a better time to be able to fund and create and make something that looks and feels like Hollywood, like what you would see on the big channels in the UK. Something that is really, really well put together. That is the cheapest that it's ever been to make something like that. And it's also the easiest that it's ever been to connect directly with an audience. I actually think that the vast majority of short films that are made could be financially successful if the person who made that film was willing to put 6 months into daily posting on social media. Now, when it comes to achieving your goals, any big or lofty goal that you set yourself is perfectly achievable in the indie film space, because it's normally just an extrapolation of making your money back on your first film. If you can do that, you can spend a little more, you can gain more followers, you can keep building that as a cycle until you are working at the level that you want to work at. But in the industry, it is still going to be a little bit of a lottery system. Some people will go into that system and they will do very, very well, and they will be the next Christopher Nolan, they will be the next Quentin Tarantino. The vast majority of people that will go in will not because they weren't capable of it, not because they weren't talented enough, but because the situation did not pan out the way that they wanted it to. And that is the reason that I spend so much time talking about indie film and being the champion for indie film where I can.